Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. I'm pissed off, actually. Do you call yourself a journalist? Do you actually really believe that we're buying into this crap? Do proper journalists, instead of being a gossip tabloid, to report on leaks and clicks and here, just for you to generate clicks to your magazine or Twitter feeds? This is disgusting what we are seeing right now. This is journalism way beyond what it used to be. This is just basically sharpening the knives, setting up United for failure, setting up the negativity, to feed the fungus fans, writing the headlines already. And nobody talks about Liverpool just drawing 2 in a row and 2 points. But they fucking love to write everything about United. Just calling it out, BS, Lockhurst, all of you, shame on you. Be a journalist, for fuck's sake. Guys, support the team, support Erik ten Hag, that's all we have to say. Stay strong.
Finding Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo! Bruno Fernandes! It's
We are recording and I am absolutely furious. And that's just mildly to say furious. You see, I've been a Manchester United supporter ever since I crawled in my diapers, to be honest, and that's almost 50 years ago. Back then, journalism was something that you took pride on, reading the Sunday newspaper, understand what's going on. There was facts, presented, real facts, and they let you to decide the story. Nowadays, the knives are out, ladies and gentlemen. The British press is a joke. They're currently twisting it, they're holding the knife, reporting on anything that is happening around United, other than the football matter issues. They're simply acting like a populist teenage gossip junk tablet. They are just spewing out anything that's going on from, let's say,
Rashford doesn't like Harry because Harry has a bigger ding-dong and the boys in the shower doesn't like it.
Well, you get my point. It's simply awful and disgusting journalism that doesn't belong in this space. It doesn't really do our fan base any justice, or the club is trying to do to actually find its feet back to its glory days. Now, this is my agenda, this is my stance, and this is why I run this non-profit channel, to protect the club, to be the filter, to be the antidote motion sickness pill. And that is a tough pill to swallow. As we're currently undergoing a open heart surgery that is currently taking place under the name of Erik ten Hag, which I believe is the right man to move forward with.
My target, that's it,
Now, for years, this so-called privileged tier ones has been fueling this bonfire by gloating and profiting and spreading their crap on an already broken fan base and broken club. Why? Why put more petrol to the fire? That's the big question. Why would you, as so-called journalists, create these kind of stories? You know who you are. I'm not going to mention your names, but you are privileged there. You're sitting week in, week out, sitting on the press conference, as the privileged journalist you are, but not really doing your job. You're creating such a shitstorm by asking the same questions, stupid questions over and over again that Erik ten Hag doesn't want to answer, and you expect different outcomes. It's all about gossip questions, nothing about footballing questions. You see where my frustration is coming from, right?
We need the right place.
Erik, just on that, you're obviously very clear you want to hold in midfielder, and obviously you're very, very heavily linked with Frankie de Jong. Are you getting to a point though now where you might have to draw a line under that and get an alternative player in, or are you prepared to wait with him, and if you don't get him, leave it and wait till another transfer window?
We want Frankie? No, it's about the right place, and there are many, but I cannot give comments on a player who's under contract in another club where we have news.
The answer is very simple. Manchester United is the biggest club in the world with the biggest fan base around the world. No matter where I travel around the world with my Manchester United jersey, I always get stopped by the passport control. Are you a Manchester United supporter? How is it with Cristiano Ronaldo? How is this? But they are not a United supporter. There is always striking conversation. So in conclusion, negativity sells more than positivity about the rebuild of Manchester United. That is why I'm calling it out that the British Tier 1 press and some fan-based YouTube channels are part of the problem. It has to stop. It has to stop, simply as that. Now, looking at the transfer window, this is a fact. 2 games in and 0 points, and we see the day after.
Yeah,
4-0 by
was not so good. We got fucked.
We are linked with every Tom, Dick and Harry. There's a Christmas list coming out. Journalists are reporting we are linked to this one, we are linked to that one, Rabiot here and there. You see what's going on. Oh my god. I get it. It is confusing as hell, but it's creating more PTSD. And I refuse to be the victim. I understand the transfer window, hence I'm not getting my emotions involved. I think that every given Sunday we are giving the new manager the platform. It's a rebuild, we have new backroom staff, and it's never been the expectations for us to reach top 4 or fight for titles. If we do, it's a bonus, but I think it's the media-driven agenda, the fan agenda, setting unrealistic targets and expectations without knowing what is actually the transfer business and how it works for Manchester United. It's so many components, let me tell you, being in this industry for 20 years. So do expect at least 3-4 ins and outs on the 11th hour before the transfer window closes. Now, going back to the start, as a fact, Erik Ten Hag stated that we need to bring at least 2 to 3 midfielders and a striker. That has never changed. Why is the media changing it? The fact, the main target has always been Frankie de Jong, Anthony, and another midfielder. That hasn't changed. Yet the media is still twisting it, gloating it, making you argue against each other. Divide and conquer. That's the strategy. Now I've got to ask a question to you. Obviously I'm speaking to myself, but are you the sporting director? Are you the Manchester United accountant? Do you hold the budgets? Are you the scout, or you're the one that directs the project rebuild from start to finish? Do you set the KPIs? I don't think so. Neither do I. So, remain calm and back your team, back your manager, trust the process, and don't believe for 1 second what the press is trying to do with you. They are second guessing, they're trying to divide and conquer, and they're trying to undermine what Erik Ten Hag and Murta is trying to do. This is a rebuild, and we shouldn't expect to compete for titles. If we do, it's a bonus. But just let's enjoy the rebuild, let's enjoy the football that's taking place, because Rome wasn't built in one day. But if you don't have the right foundation and structure in place, and you rush into it, the outcome will be catastrophic. Certainly a risk for collapse. Now, if you like this content, please like and subscribe. I've done a few more videos about covering the Frankie de Jong story and the rebuild and the Glazers out, which I actively support. I want the Glazers out. I want glory Manchester United, and to reunite the fan base once and for all. Signing up. Support the team, for fuck's sake.
You'll never see me again. Oh, now I'm done crying for you. You'll never see me again. No matter what you do.
Support the team.